Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. What's up, MK? Got a big day today, schedule release. And I'm excited about that. Football's getting right around the corner. You say that. It's like 4 months away, but you're like, between the draft, we got the schedule release tonight. Then we've got training camp coming up, rookie training camp. I think that was going on already. And then we've got real training camp where everybody shows up. And then you got preseason. Football officially starts when Hard Knocks comes out. That's how I've always felt. What's up, Jason? Buccaneers are the best. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We spend a lot of time, money, and resources on the Buccaneers. They better be the best. Oh, man. So there's been quite a bit that's been going on. We're going to cover some news. It's been 2 weeks since we've done a live stream or anything like that. This is like the slow period with the NFL. But the big news, I think everybody's kind of heard it by now, probably talked a bit about it, is Antoine Winfield Jr. was signed. We franchised him. But we're in Page. What's up, brother? We franchised him, and we were hoping he'd get a contract before the season started. It just saves from there being any issues with guys holding out or whatever. But, man, did he get a contract. He ends up being the highest paid secondary defender in the history of the NFL. I mean, we know that's going to be beat soon, I'm sure, probably this year. But still, it's like, man, I was expecting him to get a good contract, but not that good. He got $45 million guaranteed. That's just for 2 years. 2 years. He got a $20 million signing bonus, and let me see, guaranteed for 2 years. It's an $84 million 4-year contract, but you only really look at the guaranteed. So 2 years guaranteed. The first is $24 million, and the second year is $21 million. So we've got him until 2025 at least. After that, we can cut him. We know we're not going to, but after that, his salary goes down to $19.5 million, and then in 2027 is $19.6 million. So, might be a steal. Who knows? Yes, I'm so happy we got now we've got worse we got to deal with. But it's wild to me that Antoine Winfield Jr., he's now the second highest paid person on our team. Right behind Baker Mayfield, who's getting, $33 million a year? But he's getting paid more than Mike Evans. You're like, that's wild. I mean, I love me some Antoine Winfield Jr. No doubt about it. But, man, that's a lot of money. That's 5 years ago, that was quarterback money. But, hey, he's a 100% player. He's out there for 100% of the snaps most of the games, unless he gets injured, stuff like that. So, he's kind of like a quarterback. Let's see. The most for any defensive back in NFL history. Now, the Bucs get approximately $10 million in cap space this year with that contract, which is great. I'll tell you what, Greenberg and those guys, they're just masters at the cap. They really are. The deal contains a void year in 2029. And I don't think Winfield signed the contract yet, but he's going to sign it within the week. So that's awesome, man. Awesome. Good stuff. We were talking about it quite a bit, whether we were going to get him signed before the season started. I'm glad they did it, man. These guys have done great with the contracts. I wish we would have kept Shaq. That's going to hurt, I think. But it hurts me personally, because I really, really like Shaq. Yeah, we got a lot of money tied up in that secondary. And, we got that new guy, West Virginia guy, that hybrid safety, man. I'm excited about him. I'm probably more excited about him than I am with anybody else. Got to pay worse. But Kate, hey, how's it going? We have a severe thunderstorm warning, and we've got reports that there's hail about 5 miles away. So if the electricity goes out, I'm going to scramble to get back on. So everybody just hang tight. It looks pretty nasty out there. I got the window open so I can see. But don't be surprised if it just goes out. I have been working on my computer. I took my power supply out. I thought that was the issue, but it wasn't. I took the dang thing apart, cleaned it, checked it out, tested it. It's fine. So I'm still working on that. I'm doing another computer build. I should have that done before the start of this season. I'm building a computer specifically for video editing and live streaming. Pretty excited about it, actually. Yeah, we've got a very good secondary. Minus our outside cornerbacks. I'm still a little shaky with those guys. Craig, what's up? Joe! South champs again, I know, right? Coach Maldine after the season. You know, I've said it on here a million times, man. He's been probably the most disappointing player because, you know, when he first couple of years, he was just a rotational guy and backup, and he eventually won the starting job. And I thought, man, this guy, you know, when he starts getting snaps, he's just going to kill it because he showed a lot of potential, and he just really hasn't progressed. He's still basically the same guy. You know, I like him, but I'd like to see him improve, man. D, what's going on, man? Everybody's here. Tom. Oh, that's right. That's right, Tom. I forgot he's Benedict Arnold. I forgot, man. Well, you know, I like him. I like him. Watch some tape on him. You know, just the highlight stuff you can find on YouTube. I'm excited about him. Do I think they'll get Chris Godwin? I think next year. Really depends on how this year plays out. Chris Godwin's really got to he's got to step it up. Now, last year was his first year back from injury, so, you know, you kind of give him now he's going back to the slot position, and that's where he played best football. So I think there's a huge chance he could keep his spot, but he's definitely on the edge. Let's put it that way. I think he'd be a good trade target. I think we could get some good stuff from him. Yeah, there's a big storm blowing here. I looked this morning at the weather, and there was a slight chance of rain at noon, and then it rained at noon, and then about 1 o'clock we got a warning from Alexa and Google on our phones, severe thunderstorm warning. And then I looked on the weather, and it was like rain all night. It's like, how do these guys get this so messed up? You think Todd Bowles knows something about our outside secondary? I sure hope so. That's his ballywhack, man. You know, I like that new guy we got from the Jets. I think he's going to be I think he's going to really make these guys compete in camp. Cut him after the season. When is his contract? Need that house generator. I know. I tell you, my dad, my stepfather, he just one day, he was like, you know, I'm going to hook a generator up to the house. And he's one of those guys that he can't sit still. I call him a shark because if he sits still, this is literally, if he sits still, he falls asleep. So he's got to constantly be doing stuff. So one day he's just like, I think I'm going to hook a generator up to the house. So he went out, got a gas generator, built a shed to it, hooked it up to the house. He spent about 2 weeks and then ended up selling the house a couple months later. But I was like, man, it was a really nice generator shed. I mean, it wasn't brick, but it was wood. It was T80. It was really nice. He's just always doing stuff like that. I'd love to have a generator here because we get storms all the time. And we sit in like a little valley. So all the wind and rain comes right at us. So, I like it. Zion is good. I do like Zion. He's improved quite a bit. You know, the first season we had him, you know, and he came in subbing for injured guys. You know, he was hit or miss, man. He'd make plays and then he would mess up bad. You know, but last year he did pretty good, and you know, he didn't have a lot of mistakes. Hey, Molly. I'm excited about our defense too. I'm excited for our new guys. I'm excited for our offense too. You know, I think we're really going to focus again on the run game. And I think Liam Cohen has got a better grasp of how to get a good run game going. At least I'm hoping. But he's been talking to his press conferences, man. He's always talking about the run game and bringing up the run game, circling back to the run game. I think we're really going to focus on the run game because we've just been bad at it for a number of years. And, we've tried different things and nothing seems to be working. I thought our offensive line has been a huge issue with that. Our guys just aren't big and strong enough. And, especially when Byron Leftwich was here, we were running that power run game that, you got to have big, strong guys that know exactly, they're very good at what they're doing. They don't mess up. And we just didn't have that. And then last year, we tried the zone running and our guys were just getting beat. We just didn't have the strength to hold their blocks, LMH, what's going on? Yeah, Harbor Freight's got a lot of good everything. It's not like the best high quality, but, if you're not a contractor, it's good stuff. They had a generator on there. There was a 10% sale the other day. And they had a generator that I had my eye on. It was normally $400. It was down to $350. I was going to pull the trigger, but then we got our neighbors were getting rid of a puppy. So we said, all right, we'll take the puppy. $350 for this puppy, right? And I'm like, oh gosh, I could have bought a generator. And then we were supposed to get them yesterday, so we didn't hear anything from them. So Molly goes down there yesterday to talk to them, and they were like, oh, my parents decided they were going to keep it. I was like, we already bought dog stuff and treats and everything. My daughter's just devastated. So we're going to go to the pound or somewhere and get a puppy. But we're leaving. We're going to Virginia this weekend. And so we were going to ask them if they could keep the puppy, so now we don't have to worry about that. And now I've got $350 to spend on a compressor. Yeah, the Hartford Freight's good stuff. Good jacks and stuff there. It's not contractor quality, but it's good consumer quality. Mock definitely needs to step it up. Definitely. I'll be surprised if they start him. I really will. I think the new guys coming in are going to look at his tape and be like, man, I don't think we could start this guy. He needs to sit for another year or something. We'll see. But he was bad, man. He was really bad. He's got Jamal Dean's got 2 years remaining. I don't know. Maybe we could trade him. $800 for a generator. That's not bad. That's a whole house generator. Adopt, not shop. Yeah. That's how I've always gotten my dog, either strays or from the pound. Oh, you didn't mean Zion was the best cornerback in the league, right? What are you eating, Rampage? Tell me what you're eating so I'll get hungry. Baker's going to bake this year, man. What do y'all think? Do you think he's going to be better this year, just as good, or worse? He might have that sophomore slump. He got the new offensive coordinator come in. He's having to learn, once again, another system. Though I think Cohen's going to keep, a system similar to what the Rams had. So Baker Mayfield's kind of familiar with them. And I think with some of these new guys we got, I think our offensive line will be improved. To thank goodness we got rid of our offensive line coach. Oof. I think better too, Kate. We get him a little bit of a run game. Yeah, that's going to help him out a lot. That's right. It's surprising he did as good as he did with as anemic as our run game was last year. It's a real testament to his gumption, his spizzerinctum. Baker with a new offense could regress. It's possible. It's possible. And plus, he got paid. He got his money. He might not have that chip on his shoulder type deal. Don't know. But I think he's going to play better. That's my prediction. concerned with our guards. I know. So we found out that our first round draft pick is going to play center. That's where they got him at right now. Bowles said that's what they drafted him for. That's where he's at right now in rookie minicamp. That guy, Barton, he's so typical of the modern day NFL, college to NFL player. When he gets up there on the mic, he speaks well. He says all the right things. A lot of the phrases you're supposed to say and all this. He doesn't really let his personality shine through and everything. But it's just so apropos. You just don't get these guys anymore that are just like blah. But Barton, he seems like a very mature guy. But he is playing at center right now, and that's where they're going to try and start him. So maybe Hainsey will go to guard. And I really don't know what we're going to do with Mock. I really don't. I would not be surprised if we benched him and put somebody else in there. We'll see. Rampage, that's one of the things I want to see with the schedule tonight is what game we could target. Molly definitely prefers the late season because it's so hot. Every time we go, it's just so hot and sweltering. Just like, bleh. No, he's not making elite money, that's for sure. $33 million now. It's not bad. It is not bad. You like the rescue dogs, Joe? I tell you, I am such a sucker. When I go to like dog pounds or something like that, I want to bring them all home. When I leave and I don't have one, I'm all like, poor dogs. Dogs are awesome. Jacko, what's up? Ooh, top 10 offense. If we can get a run game going, just top half of the league run game, top 15, then yeah, I think you're right. I think we will we'll have a top 10 offense. Because, you got Mike Evans out there. You're always going to have a passing game. And hopefully Godwin will be playing better this year. And like I said, he's going to be back in his good position in the slot. So I think we'll be able to really sling it. And, if we can get the run game going. I still haven't watched any Kentucky, so I can see what kind of run game we're going to do. Or at least get an idea of what kind of run game we'll do. Gotti, what's up, brother? You're doing an October Tampa trip, so maybe we'll try to do October too. And we can meet up. Yes, the Buccaneers are playing the Redskins week 1. That is the leak. Not positive on that yet, but that is what the leak is. I try to avoid the leaks because most of the time they're wrong, about a 50% chance. So this year I didn't follow it, but I did see that it was leaked that we will be playing the Commanders. So we get to play that new quarterback. But they got Cliff Kingsbury. He's a great offensive coordinator, man. He's scary good. I was hoping we'd get him, but it is what it is. Molly goes for after October. October through December will be good. I want October through January. October through February. We could be playing postseason. Yeah, we're going to see with these new coaches. I'm excited about it, though. We got pretty much our whole offense are all new coaches. And like I said, man, it was just so – I was thrilled to death when we got rid of our offensive line coach. Well, he went to Carolinas with the traitor. So, good. They're going to have a horrible offensive line for a long time. Molly's never seen a leak that was right. I'm excited for our defense too. I'm excited for the season, man. Every year it's a new team. And, we got some new guys. I'm excited to see how they work out. I'm excited to see how Cansey's improved. Yaya. We got, new running game. We got a new offensive coordinator. It's going to be interesting to see how our linebackers do, inside linebackers. See if we can get some pressure up the middle. It's fun. Bench Cody Mock. Yeah, he was so bad. But, they got to. They really do. Just let him sit for a while, Let him sit. Get some strength or something, whatever it is he needs, whatever it is he's lacking. First drive touchdowns this year. Yeah, I know that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Get to the point where we could score at will. Boy, that was nice. When we had Tom Brady with that, that was a good feeling. I've never, as a Buccaneers fan, I've never had that feeling before, but with Tom Brady and the crew, when the offense got the ball, it wasn't like, oh, here we go, another 3 and out or short yard and out. It was like he just kind of scored at will. Loved it. It was nice. Yeah, right. Yeah, Craig, 100%. Tom wants an appearance fee. You should be paying me, Tom. Hey, get your own show, and then we'll call it even. Yeah, week 1 should be a W. We have a hard time with the Redskins though, and it's supposed to be at home too, so that should be a win. Yeah, and Craig, I'm with you too, man. I want a real division win. Did you see the NFL? The NFL Network, which they're getting bought out by the ESPN. That is so weird to me. They've cut all their shows and stuff. But anyhow, they had like 50 contributors to their new power ranking, and they had the Buccaneers down. I think they were 19th. I'm like, how can you be that wrong? I mean, we ended up 7th last year, as far as rankings are concerned. And it's not like we got worse in the offseason. They just dumb it. We get no respect, man. No respect. Panthers got another Bucs player. Gil, did you see Keyshawn Vaughn? He signed with the Patriots last year, back in December. He got cut Monday. He got cut from the Patriots. I wanted the Lions week 1. Yeah, Dean needs to have a good season. No doubt about that. But Bowles really loves Dean. Although he is the only player I've seen Bowles yell at. What's up, Jim? Blessings to you, brother. You ready for the schedule release? We got 30 minutes. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true, Gotti. I mean, Mock might pull a Gedeke. I think Gedeke's issue was really he's just not, he needs to work in space. Yeah, if you go back and you watch the things I found interesting where I review the All-22 stuff, I said that all the time. I was like, this guy his footwork is horrible at the guard position. And he was always getting tangled up with feet and stuff. He really needed space. I think moving him out to right tackle, was a godsend for him. Okay, I'm with you, brother. I can't stand the Skins, Jim. I lived in Virginia, born and raised there. And, so in my youth, when I was into football, really, started getting into it, it's like all we could watch was the Redskins, And I was just like every week. This is back in the late 70s, early 80s. It was just like, bah. So I just really built a dislike for them. I like the Steelers and the Cowboys. They were really big in that period. And I was young. I went with who was famous. And, then as I got older, I started noticing that, Redskins fans are not really Redskins fans. The only qualification to be a Redskins fan is you have to hate the Cowboys. That's the only thing they care about. They hate the Cowboys so much. And the Cowboys don't even care. They're like, they don't even notice the Redskins. I think that's one of the reasons why Redskins fans hate them. But, I can't stand the Skins, man. Panthers took Gilman. Well, supposedly we got the Redskins week 1, or the Commanders. Oh, Cam Gill, the Gill man, the Gila monster. Gosh. I didn't know that. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Rampage. Nice picture of all of us at the pirate ship. Dante, what's up, brother? Yeah, I want to see where the bye week is at, too. Hopefully it won't be too early. Yeah, Redskins fans disappear by week 5 every year. It's that happens with a lot of teams, but it shouldn't happen in your area. Now, here in Carolina country, there's nobody that has Panthers gear at all. I mean, none. And it was kind of that way up in Virginia with the Redskins, unless they were winning. And then everybody was wearing Redskins gear. I've been trying to watch the NHL playoffs, man. Skins are us. Yeah, I haven't seen any Panthers fans. We saw one guy who had a Panthers jersey. He was coming out of Walmart. And that was it. Did y'all see where Levante David, he was on the Rich Eisen show, and he was asked to name a teammate or former teammate that would not have been able to handle being roasted like Tom Brady. And Levante David quickly answered Devin White. He said, and this is a quote, he said, he kind of sensitive a little sometimes. It's like, oh, well, that's some interesting information. Which, I used to point it out on All 22 that Levante would yell at Devin White all the time after plays, like he was out of position or he didn't do what he was supposed to do or whatever. So Devin and Levante probably did not have a good relationship. And Joe Buck's fan had said that White was an overly emotional guy. And Ira Kaufman said he was a locker room issue. Also, Trey Palmer was asked in a video what teammate you would not let date your sister. And he said Devin White. He also said Winfield. No, two people said Devin White. One was Trey Palmer, one was Winfield. So apparently Devin White didn't have a good reputation with the guys in the locker room. It's a very strange, Rampage. I thought that Devin did a pretty good job with, some of the things that happened, like his dad dying and his horse dying and all that good stuff. He'd get up there on the mic and he'd say, look, that's behind me. I'm not going to let it bother me. But apparently he did. Apparently he had kind of a emotional disposition. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch playoffs either, but I heard it's really good this year. A lot of good fights. There's a new guy, Remke, in playing with the Rangers. I want to watch him. Yeah, I think with Big Haas, what's up? I think we start the Commanders too. I think with Cliff Kingsbury, the Commanders will probably improve a little bit, but week one, nah, there's no way. There's no way they're going to beat us. Yes, the broadcast, Netflix ended up getting the Christmas games for the next couple years. I think they're doing it this year. It's really crazy. You know, now if you want to watch all the games, all the NFL games, it's expensive because you got to have access to NBC, CBS, Fox, ABC, NFL Sunday Ticket, NFL Network, ESPN, ESPN Plus, Peacock, Amazon Prime, and now Netflix. So what? That's 11. You got to have 11 networks. NBC, CBS, Fox, ABC, those are all over-the-air broadcasts, so you can pick them up with an antenna. But the rest of them, they're all separate networks that you got to pay for. That's wild. But yeah, Netflix is getting 2 Christmas games. And I think one of them's this year, and then one next year. I think we'll be improved. I do. What's up, Dub? How you doing, brother? Okay. Once Devin and Mike, Devin White and Mike Tyson to fight. Schedule coming out at 8. I need to turn it on. Make sure I don't miss it here. Check, see if I'm live. Okay, tough, I'm live. I'm just going to assume that I'm watching live. Or refresh it just in case. Yeah, okay, I was live. So I'm watching it on the NFL Network. Ugh. Did y'all see that Tom Brady is going to be announcing this year? He's going to be announcing with the Week 1 game. And our boy Greg Olson, who turned out to be a great announcer. I really liked him. He's been bumped to the number 2 spot. So, yeah, it is what it is. The Bucs are going to play the Dolphins and the Jaguars in the 2024 preseason with one game at home and one game on the road. We'll find out about that when the schedule comes on, which one's going to be which. We're going to hold joint practices with those teams, too, during the second and third weeks of the preseason. I was saying the Patriots cut former Bucs running back Keyshawn Vaughn, and we drafted him in the 3rd round in 2020. He only played – he had 13 rushes for 384 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 14 receptions. Maybe that's with the Patriots. That might be total. I think that's total, even with the Patriots. He appeared in 4 postseason games, including the Buccaneers Super Bowl win, and had 22 rushing attempts for 74 yards and 2 receptions for 9 yards. Man, sure didn't amount to much, did he? So with the NFL schedule, we're playing the NFC East and the AFC West. So we're playing the Cowboys, Redskins, Giants, and Eagles, the Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers. And then we play the division winners, Ravens, 49ers, and Lions. So with the Commanders supposedly being our game for week 1, that leaves us the Redskins, Giants, and Eagles from the NFC East, which is good. I want to play the Eagles again. I want to play the Lions again. I want to whoop up on them. Did y'all see Mayon Ahanatu from Rutgers? He used to be Chidi Ahanatu's son. He's participating in Buck's rookie minicamp on a tryout contract. That's pretty cool. It's like Judge Culpepper. You know, he was signed in as an undrafted free agent. He's out there too. Brad Culpepper's son. So, man, I'm old. I'm old. You know, all these guys that I used to watch play, now their sons are playing. That's crazy. Wow. I always liked that name, though. Chidi Ahanatu. Let me see. The Cowboys are going to be at the Browns week 1 at 4:25 p.m. That's going to be Tom Brady's making his debut as the number 1 analyst in the Fox booth. That's going to be fun watching him. We know the Ravens and Chiefs will open the regular season Thursday night, week 1. Packers, Eagles are going to play in Brazil Friday night of week 1. So we got a game Thursday night, Friday night, and then Sunday. So we know of those games. That's wild. Matt Rempe. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, from what I watched from him, man, he's a good old school guy. I like that. Yeah, we get to play Devin if he plays. You know, right now he's a backup over there. Eagles are playing. Who do I think will be the most improved Bucs players from last year? That's a good question. Hopefully Cody Mock. But who do I think will be the most improved? Probably Kinsey. That guy, he came in excellent hands, elite level hands. You know, his biggest weakness was strength, leverage, and I think he's going to have that under control this year. So I think he's going to be the biggest improvement. I think he's going to make the biggest impact on defense for us. NFL Plus call today. Yeah, that's what I'm watching right now for the schedule release. Okay, I would be drinking with you, brother, but I got one beer. As a matter of fact, Molly, are you there? Can you bring me that? A flavored seltzer, Craig? Yeah. Isn't that what they used to call wine coolers? Are wine coolers still a thing? I don't know. Tim, what's up? You want Yannick Goku? Tom, you know, I have not seen the Brady roast yet. I've just been so busy, man. I have not had a chance. I think I've listened to one podcast in the past 2 weeks, and I've been trying to catch stuff. I haven't even been able to watch all the press conferences. Buccaneers press conferences. MK wants to fight Keyshawn. Joe. Well, I hate Dave Canales. I really do, man. It's fun now. It's fun. You know, I've got some Greek liquor that I've had in my cabinet for like 15 years now. Oh man, it might even be 20. One of these days I'm gonna break it open and drink it. I don't even know how long liquor lasts. I don't even know what that stuff is. Oh, Kate, you gonna try to go to the Eagles-Packers game in Brazil? That'd be awesome. Oh, you're putting the baby to bed? What's more important, putting the baby to bed or grabbing me a beer? Man, Logan Hall, I last year at the start of the season, he came on strong, and I was like, oh, fantastic, and then just disappeared. He had like 2-3 good games. I've been trying to get Molly to get on camera all year. She just won't do it. Yeah, the Zimas. Yeah, yeah. You'd be like, hey, let me get a sip of that. Yeah. I couldn't drink a lot of them because I can't drink like fruit flavored stuff. It really messes with my stomach. Like fruit flavored alcohol, I love it, but I can't. I can drink like two. And wine coolers were that away. Happy hump day to you too. Oh, it's really, really dark out there, man. I mean, it's looking really nasty. Maybe I can shout. Let me see if I can get the camera over there. Yeah, you can't really tell. It looks a lot lighter on the camera than it is. Getting hammered to listen to the baby scream. Oh man, I better go grab that beer before Molly gets to it. You got. I'll make everybody motion sick here. Man, I saw Insta 360 has a camera out that I want to get. Man, it looks so awesome. It's only $500 too. It's a 360 camera, but you can just like hold it, and then when you're editing, you can take that 360 film and just do so much cool stuff with it. I've seen some good stuff. I've got an Insta 360 camera, but it's their first model. Comes out like this, a little kickstand and stuff, and you can wear it, but it's only got a 15-minute charge. You can wear it like this or whatever. It's really nice too, but I want the new one. Rampage, same answer. It's in the works. I'm dead serious. It is in the works, man. I'm going to order some and start wearing them on camera so y'all can see what it looks like. I'm scared of thunder, yeah. when it thunders, I run under the bed. Ralph R.R. Martin. I know. It's over. Dude, if you saw my list of things to do for this Buccaneers Observer and the little amount that I've gotten done, I get so frustrated. I wish I just had time, I wish my day was 48 hours long. Man, it is really dark out there. All right, y'all, hold on. I'm going to go grab that beverage real quick. Okay. You're writing a book, Rampage? Dude, man, send me, if you want somebody to read it or whatever, send it to me. That sounds awesome. Werewolves. I love me some werewolves. I was a big werewolf fan as a kid. Lon Chaney. I think I've seen every werewolf movie that's ever made. Love werewolves. Yeah, so it looks really nasty out there. Hopefully the power will stay on. But if the stream stops, just hang in there. I'll try to get it up as soon as possible. There's reports of hail. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, Rampage. Writing is hard. Yes, Craig. Yes, I'm doing a mailing list so we can do newsletters and everybody can keep in touch with each other. But yeah, doing a forum, I could do that too. What do y'all think? You think we should do a forum? Kind of like one of them old school forums? Gosh, you remember the old Buccaneer forums, man? They were great. What do y'all think, man? I've ran quite a few forums in my internet years. I could get one up running within half a day. I just got to find the half a day. It's like I said, we're going on vacation this weekend, going up to Virginia, see some friends and family and stuff. I'll be back Monday. Yeah, I should do that. A forum. I'm gonna write that down. Put that on my list of things to do. Once it goes on my list, it gets done. Just might take forever. Done. It's a good idea, Craig. I know I need a mini fridge. Well, I'm moving my office, and when I move, I'm definitely going to get a mini fridge. A werewolf biker gang? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. It tastes great. What's up, Zach? Vacation, yeah. Yeah, I sure will, Craig. I sure will. Shoot me an email so I've got your email if I need to get in touch with you. There's my email address. But if you would, shoot me an email so I've got your info. You're right, Molly. It's not really a vacation, but you're going to see your friends. I'm going to see my friends. That's a vacation. Uber Eats delivery from the kitchen to the podcast costs how much? I don't know. I've never ordered Uber Eats. I'll definitely make you an administrator, Craig, and probably ask you to help out with setting it all up or whatever. What do you mean don't send Ralph explicit pictures? She's just saying that so y'all will send me illicit pictures. All right. We got 9 minutes to go. Let's see. Let's see where they're at. Yeah. Oh, Dan Quinn. There's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I did find another drink in the refrigerator. It is a vodka and soda in a can. I don't know how old it is, but I saw it and I was like, I might have to partake of that. But I normally black out when I drink caffeine and alcohol. So y'all might remember more than I do about the show. Do y'all know how long beer is good for? Because I've got a bottle of beer sitting in the refrigerator that I've had in there for, gosh, Molly, how long? 5 years? 6 years? It was a really good beer. Actually got it down in Tampa when we went to one of the games. No, we didn't go to a game. We went to one of those places that Joe Bucks fans always goes to. I think it was an away game, so there wasn't a game in Tampa. Went down there for a funeral. And we went there and I bought this beer. It was like $40. It was delicious. So I bought another bottle to bring home. It's been sitting in my refrigerator for like 6 years. It had to have been longer than 3 years, really. Oh, that's right, it was. Yeah, okay, so 3 years. You're right. Good call. I shouldn't drink it, Tim. So that was $40 wasted, huh? Who pays $40 for a bottle of beer? Gosh, there's something I was going to say. I remembered it when I walked downstairs. I can't remember it now. I should walk back downstairs. It'll pop back in my head. That is an interesting trick. If you ever forget something, go back to where you were at. Never fails me. Walking through door frames actually resets our brain. So it's real. You usually forget stuff when you walk through doors. So if you want to remember, go back through the door. What will it stink, Craig? Deus? What's that, Timothy? A blackout schedule release video. Dude, I have had so many blackouts, and nobody notices I'm, blacked out. But, I'll wake up and I'll be like, what happened last night? And everybody was like, nothing really. You just kind of normal, a little tipsy, but that was it. I think I've told this story, but my sister, she had a drinking problem, and she was telling me, this was like 20 years ago, she was telling me that when she drinks, she blacks out. And I was like, man, you've got a problem. Well, when I drank too much, I would throw up. Well, I got really crap-faced at this graduation party and ended up blacking out and throwing up. First time I ever blacked out. Ended up throwing up in my Jeep in the driveway. It was a long story. But anyhow, that was the first time I blacked out and the last time I threw up until January of last year. I threw up and didn't black out. I think I blacked out a little bit for about 15 minutes. Then I threw up afterwards. Smell is linked to memory big time. Really? That's a good one. Oh, Craig with the nice whiskey, man. I'm jelly. We should bury it in the backyard, and maybe in 500 years, archaeologists will dig it up. Yeah, and they'll think it was some religious thing. You ever notice that? Archaeologists are always attributing things to like religion and mysticism and stuff like that. I'm like, well, then maybe they were just having fun. They never do that. You know, they never attribute things to just having fun. It's like with animals. They're always like, this animal's doing this so that they can get a better mate, or they're doing it for resources. I'm like, yeah, they're probably doing it because they enjoy it. It's fun. Oh, it's a brown liquor? Deuce. I got to check that out. Yeah, look, MK, you got us all. You're a bad influence, man. You got us all nipping. Oh, did the Phantom Menace come back out on the big screen? How was it? I mean, we know how it was, but how was it on the big screen? I don't think I ever saw it on the big screen. But can it make you sick, Craig? That's really what I'm worried about. I don't want to be drinking a bunch of bacteria that's gonna give me brain disease or something. All right, it's 7:58. 2 minutes. Come on. Bears at Titans week 1. That's a matchup they want to see. That would be good. You were in 5th grade when it came out? Hey, you're young, man. Yeah, schedule's coming out at 8 in 1 minute. Need a drum roll. 1 minute, 14 seconds. That's what they're saying. I wish I could put this on the live stream, but then I'll probably get a copyright strike. So we can all watch it together. I'm going to have to narrate it. Let's go, Buccaneers! How you doing, Jace? I don't even recognize any of these guys on Total Access. They got rid of all the people I know. Who are these people? International games have been announced. Week 7, the New England Patriots will play the Jacksonville Jaguars in Wembley, England. Week 10, the New York Giants will play the Carolina Panthers in Munich, Germany. That's going to be a crap game. The Giants. And then in week 1, the Green Bay Packers and the Eagles in Brazil. That's awesome. I'm glad we don't have an international game this year. Here we go. Is this it? Oh, the off-season Hard Knocks show has been announced. It's with the New York Giants. Yeah. Series premiere is Tuesday, July 2nd. HBO. Aaron Rodgers is going to play the 49ers Monday Night Football. I think they said that was the first Monday Night Football game. Okay, I know these guys. It's Rich Eisen. Oh, God, the Giants are just, not only are they boring, they're bad. How can you be in a state with that many people and field such a crappy football team for so long? Al, what's up, brother? Single game tickets are on sale now. They haven't released a schedule yet, but they selling tickets to it. The banking issues. Ugh. Not much worse than dealing with banks, man. Well, the thing with getting the strikes, Craig, is if they decide to copyright strike you, then yeah, that could really hurt the channel. But if they, sometimes they'll just take the money from it. So it's just not worth the gamble. You never know what they're going to do. Tom drinking a Pepsi. He ain't playing around. The video for the schedule release? I'm watching NFL Network. Schedule's released if you go buy tickets. That's funny. They have not released a schedule. They're sitting here talking about the Chiefs. Chiefs are the first team in NFL history to play on 6 different days of the week. Oh, no, since 1927, apparently there was a football team called the Yankees that did it as well. So they're playing on 6 different days of the week. They're playing on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday, and a Sunday. All right, they're going through the Browns. There we go. Bucks are opening the preseason at the Bengals, then face the Jaguars and Dolphins. Here we go. Our schedule. There we go. We got preseason August 10th, 7 p.m. The Bengals, August 17th. I can't read those little the little things underneath that says where they're playing at. Oh, that's the TV station. Okay. Then August 23rd. The Dolphins. So red is at home, black is away. So we do open up against the Commanders September 8th, 4:25. Man, gosh. I hate 4:00 games. Especially week one. I want to watch the Buccaneers at 1:00. Okay, week 2 is the Lions at Detroit. That stinks, but all right. Week 3 against the Broncos at home. That's a win right there. Week 4 against the Eagles at home. That's probably a win. October 3rd against the Falcons. That is away. That's going to be on Prime Video, so that's a Thursday night game. So we've got two primetime games, 3 primetime games. Holy crap. We got 4 primetime games this year. All right. Wow. That's pretty good. Okay. So we've got the Falcons October 3rd, 8:15 p.m. on Prime Video. Then back-to-back division games. We got the Saints October 13th at 1 p.m. I'm all screaming because I got the headphones on. Then we've got the Raiders at home October 21st, 8:15 p.m. primetime game. What is that? Is that a Thursday night game? No, that's a Monday night football game. Woo! Woo! Oh man. Oh. That's a contender for let's go see that game. The Ravens on a Monday night game. Okay. October 27th, the Falcons at home. 1 p.m. Then November 4th, Kansas City Chiefs at Kansas City. That is a Monday night football game too. Dang, we got 2 Monday night football games already. And a Thursday night game. Wow. All right. Then November 10th, we got San Francisco 49ers at home. And then a bye week. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Week 11 is our bye week. Not bad. Not bad. I like that. I'd rather have a bye week later in the season. So I'm good with that. November 24th, we've got the New York Giants. December 1st, we got the Kittens, 4:05 p.m. on Fox. December 8th, we've got the Raiders at home. So where are we at? We're at 12, 13, week 14. Week 15, December 15th, we got the Chargers at the Chargers. December 22nd, we got the Dallas Cowboys at Cowboys. And that is, that's a Sunday night football game. That's cool. December 29th. December 29th at 1 p.m., we got the Panthers at home. And then to close out the season, the regular season, because you know we're going to be playing in the playoffs, we've got the Saints, and that is to be determined at what time that's going to be, but it's at home. So we got two home games to close out the season. That's great. This is a great schedule, man. I love this schedule. This is probably the best schedule we've had in a long time. We've got home game, away game, home game, away game, away game, home game, away game, home game, away game, away game, home game, away game, away game, home game, home game. I like that. We got 4 primetime games. Bye week is kind of late in the season, but not too late. And let me see, all the tough teams we've got, we're playing at home, except for the Chiefs. We got the 49ers at home. We got the Ravens at home. We got the Eagles at home. Oh, and the Lions. Yeah. All right. I like that. I like that schedule a lot, man. Your votes for the Raiders games, Rampage? Of course, everybody's going to see all kinds of neat stuff in this, so I'll let y'all go to town. Jags, preseason games on your birthday, MK? So your birthday is August 17th? What's going on here? Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on with my phone. I'm trying to do something and it's being dumb. There we go. Oh, okay. You wish we had moved up in round 2 for JP Jack. Yeah, I thought we were going to. I really did. Or Frazier. Either one. Yeah, I think the 49ers game is going to be a big game, and I'm glad it's at home. October 27th versus Falcons again on a shortened weekend. So, yeah, okay. So we got the October 3rd game, Thursday. We got the 29th and then the 3rd. Eagles and then the Falcons. Yeah, that's going to hurt a little bit. But at least it's the Falcons. They're all new. They got all kinds of funky stuff going on over there. And it's pretty early in the season. I don't think they're going to be in sync yet. What's that, week 5? I think we could take that one, even on a short week. Good catch. I know. We always got the Saints at their house first. Yeah, let's invade Arrowhead. That'd be cool. Coming out of a bye versus Giants. I know. Why couldn't it be? Well, it seems like we just don't. Even a bye doesn't help us. I like the schedule. Your neighbor's a Raiders fan, Joe? Have talking me to go. Only one West Coast game? Yep, that's right. Yeah. Good. Sweet. Yeah, Chargers aren't going to be all that great this year, I don't think. I don't think they shored up as much as they lost, man. Jim, your birthday's on the November 24th, huh? Man, everybody's got birthdays here. Well, of course everybody's got birthdays here, but everybody's got birthdays on football days. Uh, Oh, man, I hear thunder. Thunder. Yeah, 10, 11 wins are possible. I agree, Kate. I really do. I like this game. Week 4 to 10 is going to be hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting with the Falcons, and then the Saints, then the Ravens, and then the Falcons again, and Kansas City, and then the 49ers. Yeah, it's going to be the tough stretch right there. But it's not undoable. I mean, that's 6 games. We lost 7 in a row last year and still made the playoffs. Kate, you got a birthday too. I'll be darned. On a football day. So your birthday is September 2nd. September 22nd. You'd buy tickets tonight and start booking stuff. Yeah, let me and Molly talk it over first. Figure out why the Raiders. Yeah, games 5 and 6 are going to be important for sure. Right? Yeah, that's the same thing I was thinking, Al. I really thought they were going to go straight wide receivers for the first 2 picks, but man. Yeah, that in-state preseason is good stuff. Well, we're going to be practicing with the Jaguars and the Dolphins too. So that'll be fun. I agree, Jim. There's a nice path to a Super Bowl win. I can see it. I feel it coming. Damn, Rampage sees a 4-6 start. Let me see. Maybe Detroit. There's no way we're going to lose to the Commanders and the Broncos. There's just no way, right? So that's 2 wins. I'm going to say we're going to beat the Falcons. We're going to be a tough team, but I just don't think they're going to have their crap together by that early in the season. Yeah, I can see it. 4-6, 5-5, maybe even 6-4. Written off by week 10 and then whoosh, yeah, right. Yeah, we're going to come out of the bye and just kill it. Look at what we got. We got nobody hard after the bye. Some would say Dallas, You don't like that week 2 with the Lions, Al? I want to play them just so we can beat them. I don't know, Tom, I don't know any of those guys, any of those wide receivers. Brendan Rice sounds familiar. I think we're going to be a better team this year than we were last year. I do. Super Bowl rematch, huh? Okay. Then, yeah. Let me and Molly talk about it. We'll figure. We'll shoot. We'll try to shoot for the Raiders game. Oh, that's right. I forgot that the Chargers got Harbaugh. Oh, crap. Okay. That might be a tougher game. Right, Dub? That's exactly how I feel, too. This is the first time that I can remember in a long time looking at the schedule and going, not bad. It's even. It doesn't feel stupid. You hate week 2, Jason? Yeah. But at least we'll get it out of the way early. I want revenge. I'll let you know. I like the Lions. I would Rampage. Yes, that's a good point. I have never seen the Buccaneers win live. It is the weirdest thing. Every time I go to a game, we lose. So maybe this will be the one. Maybe this will be the one. And plus, yeah, Raiders fans won't take over the stadium. Yeah. Well, they travel pretty well. Well, I don't know if they do anymore. Raiders fans, they're not in Oakland anymore. So, you got my email address, Rampage? I'm a curse. I really am. I feel that way. Oh, that's Jerry Rice's son. Okay. You're going to make me sit in the car. I'll sit in the car with the baby. Cornelius played at Michigan. Man, yeah, that's a pretty good. Yeah, they did do better than I thought. I didn't really. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it only works when I watch it live. So maybe if I just sit at the bar and watch it. Rachaad White, I really like him. I like him as a person, and I like him as a player. I think this new revamped offensive line will hopefully help. I think there's a little bit of bad coaching there as well. But I really like Rachaad White. I hope he has a great year. I really do. Parking lot doesn't count. If I go sit in the parking lot. Yeah, Molly, that's my email there, Rampage, if you want to send it to me. Oh, that's right. They did get Joe Alt. That was their first pick, right? Yeah, so they did have a better draft. Okay. Thanks for correcting me on that, Tom. That's what when they picked the offensive lineman first, I was like, what? I thought for sure they were just going to go straight wide receivers. Yes, I do think the Buccaneers will be better. It's always hot in Tampa, man. You never been to a winning game either, Joe? Well, come with us, man. Maybe we could break the streak. You lost to Jamarcus Russell. Oh, man. You thought that for sure that was a win, right? Oh, that's horrible. I would never admit to that. I don't remember us playing Jamarcus Russell, but it would make sense that we did and we lost. So, what does everybody think about this schedule? Are we good? You know what? I'm gonna put a poll up. I'm anxious to know what everybody thinks. Boom. Poll is up. Y'all let me know what you think. Mike Evans is going to get more touchdowns, I think. He consistently has. He's been so consistent throughout his career. I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Dang, Tom, I did not realize the Chargers had such a good draft. Molly. That's a good point. That's how you overcome the jinxes. I like the schedule too, Craig. So you used to go to games when the teams were bad. Then when they got good, you decided not to go. All right, Kate, have a good one. Jim, you want to go to the Chargers game? Are you out in California? Where are they at now? Are they even in California? They are, right? They're LA, right? 16 touchdowns for Mike. Yeah, definitely possible. I'm going to pick him up in the fantasy football again this year. I picked him up every year, I think, since he's been a Buccaneer, since he's entered the league. And every year, man, he has consistently gotten me 15 points a game. Oh, my gosh. Bruce Gradkowski, man. We lost to some horrible quarterbacks. Yeah, Harbaugh's a good coach, man. I'm kind of surprised he came back to the NFL with all that happened with the 49ers. And that team just imploded. I don't think I've ever seen a team implode like that. Remember all the offensive linemen retired like 2 weeks before the season started? Something like that. It was crazy. Okay, so that's, yeah. Yeah, go to that Chargers game, man. Sounds like it's going to be a good game. Yeah, Mike Evans is he's just so consistent. I mean, he'll have his bad games, of course, but I mean, every player does. But just throughout a year, and he will average you 15 points per game, and it's pretty consistent. It is so weird because I'm in a keeper league, and I never keep him. I always drop him, but come around 3, nobody's picked him up. I'm like, I'm picking up Mike Evans every year. I might just keep him this year. Yeah, we played the Cowgirls. We played them week, what is this, week 16. At the Cowgirls. What's up, MH? Well, I mean, the schedule seems tough to a degree. I mean, there's some tough teams sprinkled in here and there, but you got to remember, we were a good team. We won the division last year, so we got to play division winners. We get to play the NFC East, which, there's one decent team in there. But then we're playing the AFC, was it West? So, we got the Chiefs we got to deal with. We've got the Chargers and the Raiders. Broncos, I think that should be an easy win. But you never know. You never know. They might pull some craziness out this year. They're revamping their teams. So. Then we got to play the Ravens. And just because we're so good. It's good. I think it makes you better when you play better opponents. And maybe if we play them, since we're playing most of them early in the year, we'll just breeze through the second half, man. Let me check the email we're at now. Well, Tom, I read your emails too, by the way. I didn't. Yeah, I got it. Rampage. I got yours too, Craig. Thank you, my brothers. Yeah, Tom, I was hoping David would show up tonight so you could challenge you. You never heard back from him, huh? MH, can you see the screen? Because I got the schedule up on the screen. Might be too small to read those things, especially if you're on a phone. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I hate the Saints the most. I'm kind of shifting to the Panthers, though, just because of Canales. As far as the whole NFL, let me see. That's a tough one. I have to go with the Saints. I dislike the Redskins or Commanders, whatever you want to call them, commies. Just because I grew up having to basically watch them every Sunday against my will. Eagles. The Eagles, I don't like their fans. But the Saints, just because they're a division rival. What about you, Jason? Who do you hate the most? Oh, yeah, Al, send that to me. Link to Discord. I was thinking about doing that. We were talking here, Craig and us, we were talking about putting a forum on the website so we can leave messages for each other. Discord, I had thought about doing as well. A lot of people don't have Discord, though. I mean, I know it's free, create an account and everything. But yeah, send me the link, Al. Oh, you went to the store? You hate the Cowboys, Jason? Yeah, it's understandable, man. There's so many years, and they're still treated like they're America's football team, which they're not. Yeah, I like the late bye week too. It's not too late. It's not crazy late. I do prefer a later bye week, I hate early bye weeks. Oh, yeah. We need to look at the Falcons, Panthers, and Saints schedules. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll start 2-1. We might even go 3-0. I mean, you got to remember, we were close to beating Detroit. But we are playing at Detroit here. So that's just a tough stadium. Crappy field. Playing on concrete. Yeah, let me look and see if I can find oh my gosh, here's a schedule grid, but we don't want all that. See if I can find a schedule for, okay, here's the Saints schedule. The Saints have, okay, black is home, gold is away. So they got the Panthers at home, then the Cowboys away, then the Eagles at home, the Falcons away, the Chiefs away, and they got us, the Bucs at home, Broncos at home, and they got the Chargers away, then they have the Panthers away. Ooh, just heard thunder. Then they got the Falcons at home, the Browns. Oh, that's right, because they were second. Okay, the Browns at home. Then their bye week is week 12. Then they got the Rams at home, the Giants away, the Commanders at home, the Packers away. So that's at Green Bay in December 23rd. Well, have fun with that, fellas. The Monday Night Football game. Then they've got the Raiders at home, and then they've got us away. So, their schedule's not much. I mean, it's about the same difficulty as ours. Very close. Very close. Let's look at the Panthers or the Falcons. Okay, here we go. We got the Panthers. Oh gosh, I can't even hardly read that. Okay, so they got the Saints away, Chargers at home, Raiders away, the Bengals at home, the Bears away, the Falcons at home, Commanders away. Week 8, they got the Broncos away. Week 9, they got the Saints at home. Then they have the Giants at home. Week 11, they got a bye week. So far, we've all had late bye weeks. Chiefs, they come off the bye week. In week 12, they got to play the Chiefs at home. So they get the Chiefs at home. Then they got Buccaneers week 13 at home. Week 14, Eagles away. Week 15, Cowboys at home. Week 16, the Cardinals at home. And week 17, us at our house. And then the Falcons, week 18, away. So, quite a bit easier schedule for sure. So the Falcons, let me see, what do they got? Let's see. Oh, gosh, what an ugly. I don't even want to put that out. That was an ugly. The Falcons have 4 primetime games, too. I guess everybody's getting primetime games because they got so many Man, this is like impossible to read. It's so small. Their schedule has more the player than they do the teams. Okay, so they start off week 1 week 1 Pittsburgh. That's at home. Week 2 Monday night football game, the Falcons. That's at Philadelphia. Week 3 Sunday night football game, Kansas City at Atlanta. Week 4 the Saints at Atlanta. Week 5 Thursday night football against us at home at Atlanta. Week 6 the Panthers. It's at Carolina. Week 7 the Seattle. That is at home at Atlanta. Week 8 is Tampa Bay. It's at Tampa Bay. Week 9 is Dallas at Atlanta. Week 10 is the Saints at New Orleans. Week 11 is Denver at Denver. Week 13 is the Chargers. That's at home in Atlanta. Week 14 at Minnesota Vikings. Week 15 the Raiders. The Raiders. That's a Monday night football game. That is at Las Vegas. Week 16 the Giants at Atlanta. Week 17 is Washington. It's to be determined. It's an away game now. They don't have the time. And week 18 is to be determined as well. That's versus Carolina, and that is at home at Atlanta. So there we go. Okay, so, the Atlanta and Panthers definitely have an easier schedule. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about the week 1 against the Commanders too, Al. Cliff Kingsbury's going to get them running smooth offensively anyhow at some point. But it won't be week 1, that's for sure. Joe, you hate the Cowboys fans? See, I can't stand Eagles fans. Yeah, Canales is going to have a hard time there. I can't see him turning that team around, man. I mean, they're like I said, they brought our offensive line coach over there who stank. Panthers going to suck for a long time. Yes, shirt does have a hood. Craig, that's funny. Falcons list their schedule horizontally. I know, they just got to be different, right? And then they had half the picture was their players. So you're like, we want to see the schedule, not pictures of your players. Really, Al? You're thinking 7 wins? See, I was looking at 10, 11 maybe. Interesting. But you're right, it's way too early prediction. I'm trying to do that whole Bill Belichick thing. I was going to cut the sleeves off of this. Heather's getting on the line. Hey, Heather. I don't know about the Saints this year. I really don't. I'm totally confused. I think the Falcons got the most talent. Maybe even more talent than we did. But whether Raheem Morris is going to be able to wrangle them together or not, that's the big question. Craig, you predicted 10 wins in our way too early to predict predictions. I'm with you. I might even go as far as say 11 wins. I don't think I've ever met a Philly fan that I liked as a person. I'd have to think about it. But I've met quite a few that I was just like, what a jerk. Yeah. It was Rampage. I really liked it. That bar. At the time, if it's the same one that they're still advertising. When we went, it was nice. It was nice. Yeah, Cousins' leg injury. Big question mark. And then how the whole Penix Cousins thing. Oh, man. I don't know. Falcons. The Cowboy fans, they've had smoke blowing up their butt for 30 years. They were good in the 70s and 80s and for a brief moment in the 90s. But it's been a long time since they've been good. You still never really liked him much? Yeah, I do not know. This is a big question I've often wondered about football fans. It's like every single, and this is no exaggeration, every single Cleveland Brown fan I know is an alcoholic. And I'm like, are they attracted to the Browns because of that, or does the Browns make them that way? And it's the same way with the Philly fans. It's like all of them I know are exactly the stereotypical Philly fan. And I'm like, did they become Philly fans because they're that way, or did becoming Philly fans make them that way? Yeah. It's a really weird kind of existential question. Which came first? You got the Falcons at 11 or 12 wins. Yeah. We'll see, man. We will see. Could be. Yeah, that's where we got the toxic beer from. Yeah, $40 bottle of beer. Remember, I tried the first one, and I was like, man, this is great beer. So then I bought another one to take with us. I was like, I'm going to take this home, drink it when we get home. Never did drink it. Your barber's a Philly fan? I'd be careful with him around your head with scissors, man. It's the Browns that make them drink. Every single Browns fan I know, it's been an alcoholic. And I throw that term around lightly. They like to drink, let's put it that way. And they're all very kind of pessimistic people. Jameis Winston was the cause of your drinking? Yeah, this is true, Craig. Ohio is kind of a very, very strange place. It'll make you drink, I think, just because there's nothing else to do. I had never been on the Cincinnati side of Ohio. I went and visited a friend of mine who was staying up there for a while for a job. And I have never been to a place so windy. I mean, it was just like constant wind. I'd been to the Cleveland area. Never been to the Cincinnati side of Ohio. I've never been to a place like that. And it was so weird because everywhere was shopping malls. I mean, like everywhere. It's a very, very strange area. Yeah, it was a good beer. $40. It's a lot to pay for a beer, but it was good. The factory sadness, I know. Yeah, but again, does it attract sad people? I mean, if you're a sad person, you're like, I'm going to pick an NFL team. We'll go with the Browns. That would make sense. But it would also make sense that you become a fan of the NFL Cleveland Browns and they just make you sad. I've never seen. Have you ever met like a very excited and happy Cleveland Browns fan? No. I did not have the Skyline chili. It was a very strange place, though, Craig, right? Isn't it? I mean, it's just like shopping centers everywhere. I mean, you would literally pull out of a shopping center parking lot, turn the corner, and there's another shopping center. I don't think they had anything but shopping centers. Shopping centers and neighborhoods. They're Bantha Poodoo. Kate's back. Tom, do you think they do that just to piss you West Virginia people off? This is true, Jim. That's where they go to die. That's why I'm so thankful Baker Mayfield got out of there. It was a blessing for him. It really was. Let's go turquoise. I know. It's so dumb. And it doesn't even make sense because their helmets are orange. For the Browns. At least have brown in your uniform somewhere, right? I think they're the dark color. I think it's brown, but it's like a real dark brown, like mud brown or something. Our pastor was born and raised literally right beside the NFL Hall of Fame. He tells us about it every chance he gets. He loves the NFL Hall of Fame. Who were you watching, Kate? What teams? Argentina? Is it local or who are your teams, man? Who are you? Bocas Jr.? West Virginia people are just consistently pissed just for living in West Virginia. I don't know, man. Most of the people I know from West Virginia are very happy people. Don't cross them now. Hatfields and McCoys, they will cut your throat. Oh, that's right. Yeah, 8 pro football teams in one city. Yeah, that's called the Primera League. Yeah. That's crazy. But hey, if you got it like that, you got it like that, right? So the NFL Network exclusive games. I can't rewind it. Are the Ravens and Chargers going to play this year? That'd be awesome. I guess I could look that up. The Ravens are getting 7 primetime games. Dang. One of them's against us. Okay. The Ravens are playing. Yes, they play the Chargers week 12 on Monday Night Football. Cool. NFL had to get that one in there, didn't they? Good stuff. It's exciting. Yeah, that's true, Tom. You do know a lot more people in West Virginia than I do. I haven't been there since I was a teenager, I think. No, that's not true. That's not true. I haven't been there since early 2000s. I shall do that, Kate. I will have to watch the Premier League. I was big into what we call soccer for a while. I liked. I definitely try to watch the World Cup whenever it comes on every 4 years. But the American teams, man, we've got American Major League Soccer, MLS. I just can't get into it. It's not the same. You guys know how to do soccer right. We do not. Just doesn't have the same oomph. Not like you said, the chanting. We're horrible at chanting. We can only carry it on for like 30 seconds. Uh, yeah, I like the hooligans, man. The soccer hooligans. It's definitely a different sport. It's kind of like baseball. I really can't stand to watch baseball. I love to play baseball, but I love going to baseball stadiums. You know, there's always fun stuff to do at a baseball stadium, and it's more of a social gathering than it is really watching the game. Every now and then you'll stop and watch somebody swing the bat, but it's really more of a social experience. I can't stand watching baseball though. It's like baseball, basketball, and golf. I just can't watch them. I cannot sit in front of a TV and watch those sports. I'm just like, oh. But I love playing. Had riot cops out with their shields. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out. All right, I'm going to write that down. From What's your favorite team, Cape, in that league? Oh yeah, I couldn't play hockey. That's Yeah, no, hockey is a very, very difficult sport, and it's very exhausting. There's no way. I actually did a long time ago. I wrote a formula for the most difficult sport, and hockey came in first place. You know, when you're looking at uh, a team sport, skill, endurance, strength, smarts, all that stuff. Hockey came in first. NASCAR came in pretty good too, surprisingly. And bowling was pretty high up there too. But there's no team. It's not a team sport. Oh yeah, the Bocas Juniors. Okay, I'm probably slaughtering how to pronounce that name. I know you had told me earlier. I just forgot to scroll back. What are y'all talking about? She had abs all the way up to her neck. Rampage, are you watching the playoffs now? Are the Panthers still in it? Hurricanes beat. Oh, the Rangers are leading 3-2. Oh. Oh, they only need. Rangers only need one more game to knock out the Hurricanes. Favorites. I'm playing tomorrow night. I got to try and check that out. Oh, I can't. We're going to be driving up to Virginia. Oh, you don't pay for cable, that's right. All those are cable games, huh? Oh my gosh. Did y'all hear that thunder? It made me jump. I was like, oh, that's right. Kate, yeah, I was like, fun to play, least to watch is wrestling. I was like, what in the world? Now I realized that was you with the MMA. The Dodgers are too OP with the yeah. The baseball will never implement salary cap. We'll never do it. They'll stay old school, right? Curling, it might be the hardest sports to play, but I don't know, man. That's not one I would be like proud to say I play curling. It is exciting watching those guys, man. They're like brushing the ice. They get intense, man. People are yelling. Yeah, right. I haven't seen wrestling forever. Oh, that's okay. She had nice abs. That was the joke time. Okay. Yeah, I've never wrestled, so it would be super boring for me. Every time I do watch it, I'm like, I have no idea what they're doing. Even with the MMA, I don't much like it when they go to the mat. Because I've never wrestled. I had a real good friend of mine that was a good wrestler in high school. He actually ended up winning state. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't wrapping up. Ugh. Yeesh. Curling is the hardest sport to play sober, and that would make sense. Curling guys get all the ladies. They got it. They got it like that. I bet they do. Then again, the ladies in Canada, I'll pass. Yeah, that's the thing, Kate. I have no idea about wrestling. I can kind of tell when somebody's in a bad position, but a lot of times it'll catch me off guard when somebody gets pinned or trapped in MMA where they have to tap out. I'll be like, why'd they tap? What was going on? I don't know donkey about wrestling. Yeah, submit it. Yeah. Yeah, baseball's got all kinds of weird stuff. Baseball is a very weird. It's got all kinds of exemptions from Congress and stuff. Very, very strange sport. I never really played it on a team. I've always played it with kids in the neighborhood and stuff. I love baseball. I love playing baseball. But I didn't realize the culture behind baseball until I started watching John Boy Media. And he would explain some of that stuff. I'd be like, "What? Really? That's awesome." It's a lot of culture and mythos and rituals and stuff. Yeah, I love boxing, man. Love me some boxing. This Saturday night is supposed to be a good matchup. Tyson Fury. They're going to try to solidify the heavyweight belts. When the ears go flying, yeah. Back in the Tyson days, man. No, there will never be like the Tyson days again. Gosh, that was good boxing. That was like the golden era of boxing, if you ask me. The late 80s, well, the whole 90s. That was just good boxing in every division. Every weight class seemed like there was just classics, man. All the math got you into football. Football is a very math sport, isn't it? Especially if you're going to analyze the stats and stuff. Right, yeah, Craig. And I never realized the history of baseball. I probably would have been more into it, watching it. Yeah, there's a lot to baseball that I had no idea about. But then again, it's been around, what, maybe 200 years, something like that? 150? Been around a long time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of math in football. I mean, you got to keep track of down, distance, time. All right, I need to get off here. Let me see this. I never did stop this poll. Let me see what everybody thought about. Oh man, yeah, 92% say that the schedule was good. All right, I agree. I liked it. And a few people voted no, but not bad. Not bad. This is the first time in a long time that I've looked at the Buccaneers schedule and I went, okay. It's almost like every year we get a schedule and I'm like, what? Why do we have 6 road games in a row? Why are we playing in Germany? What why is our bye week in week 4? Why do we have no primetime games? It's just always something. This is I'm very happy with this schedule. Very happy with it. I mean, it could always be better, of course, but I think that it's not bad. That's true, Kate. And that's one thing with soccer that kind of freaks Americans out is just how the clock really doesn't matter. It's just kind of, and how the the officials will just add arbitrarily. We're going to add, we'll call it a minute, but it might be 3 minutes. And the clock doesn't stop when there's an injury, all that stuff. Americans really freak out over that. Yeah, we'll do that, Rampage. Definitely. You'll hear from us. We're going to be, like I said, going up to Virginia. We'll be back Monday, so we'll let you know next week if that's good. Is that good? Can you wait a week? Okay, Craig, you're in on this too? All right. You don't like the timing of the Falcons games? Well, let me see. The first one is what, week 3, week 4? That's not too bad. Yeah, so we'll be at show next week. It's going to be on Wednesday next week. Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole different mindset. And Americans just can't. They can't. They have a hard time dealing with it. It's just so different. Oh, the Raiders game is a flex game. Uh-oh. Yeah, we might be doing Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays now, MK. We got Bible studies on Tuesdays. And so, for as long as that's going on, then we'll be doing it Wednesdays. So here soon, we're going to start doing it multiple times a week because news is going to start coming in. We're going to have more to talk about. Yeah, right. The 4-day, the short week against the Falcons. Yeah, that's something to consider, Rampage, that the Raiders game could get flexed out. All right, Joe. All right, guys, I got to get off here. It was great hanging out with you guys. It's been too long. Tom, hopefully you'll hear back from David. We'll be able to get in. How'd you get in touch with him? Well, you could tell me. You could tell me in an email. Oh, you want to go to SeaWorld that week? That's what this is all about, man. Everybody's having to schedule their lives around your SeaWorld trip. All right. I'm happy with the schedule. I'm happy with it. Football is getting closer. And Rampage, Craig, we will get in touch with you guys, and we'll try and figure out what game we're going to do. Tom could go to any game. Okay, cool. Tom, you in on this too? Good deal. We're going to take over the stadium. You went to SeaWorld Thursday? To one in Orlando? Okay, I gotta get off here. It's 9:30. I gotta go see my family. We didn't get much of a storm. That was just a weak storm. All right, guys. Anyhow, so we'll see y'all next Wednesday, and let's go harass the Falcons and the Saints fans. Don't really need to harass the Panthers fans because they're down on their. They're probably all near wanting to end it all anyhow. we don't need to push them over the edge. But guys, we're going to work on getting that forum going. Discord. Al, did you send me the Discord? Did you send me an email? Or did you put the link in the thing here? Send me the link in the email. And everybody that wants to hook up and get in on this game schedule thing that we're doing to go see a game at Tampa, send me an email. And we'll figure it out. Oh, you put the link on the stream. Okay. I did not see it. Let me go back. I'm trying to find that link. Don't know how I missed it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. Gotcha. All right, I got to get out of here. Guys, y'all be cool. And okay, y'all be good. And until next time, go Bucks.